Yes, you lot, welcome back to the Louis Talks 40 channel. Today I'm reviewing the Leeds match with my dad. Before I get into it, please like, comment, share and subscribe. It massively helps the channel out. I couldn't actually watch the game today. I was working at Wetherspoons doing my shift, so I just came back, watched the highlights. Obviously saw we got the result 1-0, and that's kind of all I've seen. So I've brought my dad in to kind of talk it through with me. So Dad, how do you think we played? Because when I saw the highlights from the first half, like the first 4 highlights was Leeds getting in behind the defence, and it looked like they were on the attack, looked like they were on the front foot in the first half. In the second half, it didn't look like much happened at all, but obviously we grabbed the goal. Semenyo scored. It looked like a good goal. How do you think the first half went? Talk us through the first half.
Well, I think their manager had set them up really well. I think he'd inspired them and fired them up massively, and they came out all guns blazing, and I wondered what the fucking hell was going on with the first 10 minutes, to be honest, because he'd set them up that well. After that, City sort of got used to the pace of the game and we came into it, but had their finishing been a little bit better, we could quite easily have gone 2-0 down in the first half an hour. But to take the positives out of the overall game, I would say we're developing something which would lead me to believe that we do stand a good chance of winning the Premier League, or neck and neck with Arsenal with not much in it towards the end. And that is the fact that we're seeing games out, we're defending really well, and we're not struggling to keep that lead in the second half. Another thing that disappointed me a bit was when there was 6-7 minutes to go, we were just oofing it upfield, and I think we're better than that. I think we can still play out and keep the ball and move forward as a team. And
yeah, on the South Stand, we were talking about, well, someone mentioned earlier on the South Stand, I was on stream today, saying that they think it's really good when we can bring Turkey on off the bench, because he can really control the game, and we don't need to, like you say, do that hoofing the ball at the pitch when we've got the quality we have. We can just kind of keep the hold of the ball and see the game out. I'm still not totally convinced we can go on a whole run of games and win. I don't know how many games in a row that we usually would when we were champions and winning 4-peats and trebles. So I'm not totally convinced that we're at that level that we used to be. But I feel like the game against Liverpool was a bit of a sliding doors moment. And previously this season, we've obviously seen a kind of game like this that wouldn't have gone our way, and we would have ended up conceding in the second half or conceding in the first half, and not have that kind of fight that it seems like we had today, and seems like we could have defended well. That either could be luck, or it could be a difference between the first half of the season and the second half of the season in the business end now, and we're actually seeing games out. So I feel like hopefully there's a bit of a difference now, and that could be the difference maker between us, losing and winning the title. Do you think that you can see things that are different now in City than we could, I don't know, maybe a couple months ago, or even a couple of weeks ago? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
no, it wasn't. But when you introduce top-class talents like Gueye and Semenyo, it is going to make a difference. And I do think that gelled the team together, and I think we look more of a unit defensively and stronger in midfield. And obviously, Rodri's getting stronger with every game. He was good today. Cherky was great. Kept the ball well, little flicks and passes. Some of his passes, they don't always come off, but I reckon give him a season. Some of them passes that were just not getting there will be getting there.
You mentioned to me earlier that City didn't really create much in the first half. Can you elaborate on that or expand on that? Because when you come up against a team like Leeds, they're a bottom half of the table team. You would have thought we'd be creating more chances. Did we seem a little bit flat? Obviously, we didn't have Haaland as well. Why do you know why we didn't have Haaland?
No, I don't. And I don't think we created chances because we didn't really have the ball in the first 25 minutes. They were at it big time. No time on the ball. They were pressing. They gave it everything, and they tired, and then we came into it, and then we seemed to tire, and towards the end they came into it, and they had the crowd behind them going mad, and it was quite an entertaining game, really.
Before the game, going into it, we were doing predictions on South Stand, and I said 4-1, Pulpy said 5-1. I think Alan might have been a little bit more conservative about it, because obviously it's Elland Road, it's a tough place to go. Yeah. Leeds are a tough opponent. Both times Arsenal have played Leeds, they've seemed to have just dispatched them fairly easily, but I think they've grown into it as the season's gone on. Leeds are a very good side.
I think Leeds today were on the metal, and they gave a really good account of themselves. The only thing they didn't do well was put the ball in the back of the net.
So you think City still performed well?
Yeah, I think it was a really tough game. They made it really difficult for us. They definitely tired, and then we seemed to get our percentage of play well equalled up after their really strong start. So, City have got the class to finish, and it was a great goal, actually.
I just want to touch on the goal. I don't want to keep you too long, because obviously you've got to pack for your holiday and go to bed and that. My dad's going on holiday tomorrow. Yeah, so obviously we scored the goal from the highlights that I saw, it looked like it was a really well worked goal. I think it was like Turkey to 8 Nori or something like that, and 8 Nori crossed it into Semenyo.
Inch perfect to Semenyo. Yeah, it was a really good goal. I mean, and those three, they're all fairly new players, aren't they? And they are linking up well now. It's good to see 8 Nori get a run of games, and he is exciting. He's got quick feet, and he takes a chance.
I think we've always liked that about even when he was at Wolves, he looks exciting, but it's just good that it's all gelling together. Right, we're gonna wrap it up a little bit. Who are your standout players today?
Standout players. Ruben Diaz was throwing himself at everything and heading the ball away when we needed it most. I'd say all the defence was good because we kept a clean sheet at the end of the day, and they did give us a bit of a torrid time at the back. Cherky was exceptional. Rodri was brilliant, and part of that defence was Rodri. So I'd probably say Rodri was my man of the match.
But have you heard the links to Real Madrid now? I thought it was Barcelona. Turns out Real Madrid is the major interest.
Don't know if he goes, he goes. There's not a lot we can do about it. And the weather's shite over there, isn't it? So that's
you can't blame him, can you? Yeah, I was thinking that. I said that in my video. I did a video about Rodri potentially leaving. I can't blame him going back over to Spain. Anyway, Dad, thanks very much for coming on the channel and giving your opinions. Go and check out Paul David Jewelry. My dad's a jeweler.
I'm mad busy anyway. I don't want to I don't want any business.
Yeah, go and check out Paul David Jewelry. It's a website. My dad's jewelers. Go and check it out.
Any City fans, I'll give you a discount.
Yeah, there you go. Nice one. You heard it here first. We'll see you lot in a bit.